1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17, he says, instruct those who are rich to stop being rich. Is that what he says? Instruct those who are rich that the rich cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Is that what he says? Instruct those that are rich that they're evil. Instruct those that are rich that they're greedy. Instruct those that are rich that they're selfish. Instruct those that are rich that they're not being sensitive to other people. Is he saying any of those things? What is he saying? Instruct those that are rich in this present world not to be conceited and not to fix their hope on the uncertainty of riches, but on God, who richly supplies us, not just the rich, he richly supplies all of us, not just the rich. Instruct the rich not to put their trust in their riches and not to put their hope in their riches because they're uncertain, because they come and they go and it's up and it's down, the stock market's up and down and business goes up and down and money goes up and down. Instruct those that are rich not to put their hope in the uncertainty of riches, but put their hope in God, who, by the way, richly supplies all of us with all things to enjoy. My God, have we been lied to? You are sitting here right now probably hearing this verse for the first time in your life. You probably read it before, but you probably for the first time hearing it being told to you in how it's really meant to be, that this is the nature of God. He doesn't want you to live in misery. He doesn't want to give you things so that you'll fall on your knees and finally, give honor to the God that deserves it. He wants to richly supply you with all things, not so he can use you as an example. He wants to richly supply you with all things, not so you can then make sure to serve him. He wants to supply you with all things for you to enjoy. For you to enjoy. Man, we've got so many Christians in the world today. They've got no joy and they don't know how to enjoy all the things that God gives. He, first of all, richly supplies. It comes from him, and he supplies you with all things, and he wants you to enjoy them. He doesn't supply you with all things so you'll be miserable. He supplies you with all things so that you can have joy. We got to stop guilt-shaming people who are enjoying their life. You can't sit in front of a piping hot, beautiful pepperoni pizza and say, oh, I probably shouldn't enjoy this because so many people are starving, and I probably shouldn't enjoy this because, I'm going to have to, exercise a lot to work all this cheese off. You have got to learn to enjoy your life, to enjoy life and all the things that God supplies. Well, God only gives you enough for you. Where's that in the Bible? Where is that in the Bible? Oh, God only gives you enough for you. You know what? Jesus dealt with that in Genesis when he said, I'm going to bless you so you can be a blessing. He doesn't even get to Exodus before he says that. Like, he says it in Genesis. Like, he wants to be sure that you get a hold of the fact that God blesses you to be a blessing. Like, in other words, if he only blesses you with enough for you, how can you be a blessing to anybody else? Well, there's not enough to go around. Let me tell you something. There is enough pizza for everybody. And we're shaming ourselves into sacrificial living because we think that's pleasing to God. And what pleases God is for you to receive all that he paid. He richly supplies us with all things. Let me ask you something. Does all things include healing? Do all things include peace? Do all things include joy? Do all things include blessings? Yes. Do all things include paid bills? Yes. Do all things include healthy relationships? Yes. Happy homes? Good businesses? All things include all things. See, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get you to understand the outrageous generosity of God, because then you'll go boldly to Him and you won't be ashamed to ask. You won't be ashamed to receive. You won't be ashamed to give. You won't be ashamed to share. You won't be afraid to share. You won't be afraid to reach out. You won't be afraid to help somebody because you know He richly supplies. I'm not talking to you about some worldly obsession with things. I'm talking about being obsessed, heavenly obsessed with what your Heavenly Father's really like. I'm not saying this Christian life is all about getting all these things. No, I'm telling you this Christian life is all about knowing how good and generous and loving your Heavenly Father is, and then that becomes the foundation. Everything Jesus did, every person He came in contact with, He made their life better. He never made anybody worse. He only made their life better. So why, in the 21st century, would He change His nature now? He wouldn't. He doesn't. He can't. He won't. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever.